Members of the public fellow councillors welcome to this evening's facilities and recreation committee. First on the agenda, is there any apologies for that?
Councillors Lyon, Parfield, Thatcher, Golf, Thompson and Thompson.
Item 2, declarations of interest. We say the declarations of disclosure of security interests and any interest of members in any item of this agenda.
Number 6.
I would declare an interest on the will. And
Thank you, Councillor
so I
Slade.
won't be leaving the evening.
Item 3, members' dispensations. Consider written request for dispensation from members of their interest in the non-disclosure or disclosure of purely interest of section 33 and the 211 localism act.
Number 6, Chair.
Item 4, public questions. Members are requested to receive and consider any questions from members of the public in accordance with Standing 30. We have a question and refer to the interim Town Clerk first.
Yeah, first of all, through you, Chair, can I take the opportunity to remind members of the public question procedure in accordance with the Council's standing orders. The member of the public may put his or her question within a 3-minute period, which may include a statement or pre-text sample based upon the question to the committee. The appropriate officer or the chairman of the committee will respond to the question. The member of the public will then be permitted to ask a supplementary question, which must be a question and not a statement, relating to the response which has just been given. Given that supplementary questions should be based on the officer or the chairman's response, it would be highly unusual for this to be prepared before a meeting. Under standing orders, the chairman of the committee may prevent a member of the public from speaking outside of this procedure. So we do have a question from a member of the public this evening.
I'll take a question from Mr. Alan Gardner. Will he stick to the text of the question? That's re-engage with Colonel Roth and Mr. Gardner and being reported to the standard boards as I've been informed prior to this meeting. Thank you, Mr. Gardner.
Thank you very much, Chair. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for taking the question, but I am disappointed that the question was edited or the correspondence was edited, and I will take that with higher authorities tomorrow. The question, Chair, is I would like the Council to consider this public question. The town is becoming neglected. Many areas have not had any regeneration since the late 1970s or early 1980s, or even longer. Spennymoor Town Council is set to spend hundreds of thousands of pounds on the town hall and other assets which benefit a relatively few number of people, whilst places people live are left to decay. I personally think that blaming DCC for the lack of investment on years of government cuts is fairly unacceptable. Whilst we have the Durham County councillors in this chamber, the town, also as ward councillors, I would like to ask members to consider the included photographs, which I know from speaking to a quarter of this chamber they have not as yet seen, that we actually look at what Durham County Council are doing, and I believe this council can and should do more to take care of places where people live. Already, whilst building new homes continues at Durham Gates, the place is becoming untidy. Many local paths are overgrown and in disrepair. Other areas have become environments in which people do not want to live, which encourages distant landlords and for properties to be left empty. Will this council put in place a long-term plan to bring our town up to an acceptable standard in all areas, and plan for the town's essential services like street cleaning, verge maintenance, which have been cut by Durham County Council, to an acceptable level? Will councillors also agree to regular council award reports and updates on the town's improvement plans and create a subcommittee to deal with the social and environmental issues? And I bring councillors' attention to areas around, specifically Half Moon Lane, Grayson Road, Topper Rock Road between Mr View Farm and North Close, and also Whitworth Lane south of Whitworth Park School, where the paths are inaccessible for disabled access. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr Gardner. In my reckon that was still two questions enrolled into one. Haven't got a big problem with that. I do seem to remember that you were a strong critic of the number of committees and subcommittees this council had some time ago. Thank you for that question.
There will be no sub-question, Chair.
Moving on to item 5.
Sorry, would you like me to respond, Chair?
Well, I'll do the areas of responsibility described by the members of the public are the responsibility of the county council, as Mr Gardner said, and are not of the town council. This council has no statutory responsibility in manpower or budget for such works. As a council, we share concerns around national budget cuts, and in particular those affecting Doon County Council, as they are impacted on all our towns and villages, which Spennymoor is included. We will continue to refer the concerns regarding areas of the County Council, responsibility raised with us, and to the appropriate departments of the County Council, as we have already done in this case. We will also raise with the County Council additional issues around education and prevention of measures, as often the cause of untidy environments is people dropping or leaving litter around, and education is the key to changing this culture. And we are saying last week I've tried to support myself with groups of youth, not doing a lot of damage, but dropping litter and asking them to pick it up, to save me going around the next morning and removing the same empty cartons. Thank you. Item 5, we'll go to the skate park update, and I will ask members to consider report from the Town Clerk.
Yes, thank you, Chair. The purpose of the report is to provide members with an update position regarding the skate park proposal for Jubilee Park. Members consider about the background, and the planning application is submitted to the Durham County Council and granted on the 24th of February. There are 3 conditions to the permission, and then 3 conditions are detailed there for members' attention. The current position is with regards to the above matters. A noise assessment has been undertaken, and the contractor noise assessment company are producing a report to meet the requirements as outlined within the planning. An independent football pitch inspection has been undertaken, and this report will be submitted as part of the conditions response to the planning department. And the contractor, as part of their final schedule of works and plans, will detail where they intend to erect the protection fencing, and this will include part of the conditions response to the planning department. It's anticipated that the works will commence to build the skate park in mid-September, subject to the conditions as described above being met as expected. And members are recommended to note the current position regarding the skate park.
Councillor Gilder.
Thank you, Chair. Can I move that the update is noted?
Second. What do you think there? Councillor Nice.
Just a couple of questions if I may ask Mr. Wilson. Current position, there's 3 items mentioned there: noise assessment, independent football pitch inspection, and a contractor fence. Are all of those included in the original project specification, and are they all costed for?
They weren't included within the original specification because it wasn't identified when the Town Clerk was putting the proposal together that these were elements of the criteria that were required. These are areas that's come back to us as a result of the council putting the planning application in.
With item 3, the fence, I assume that was part of the original.
Yes. Yes, that would be.
One last question from the Chair. It tells us when we're going to start. What's the projected finalisation of the skate park?
The timeline of the works is anticipated that it would take 12 weeks to complete. Obviously, the projected mid-September timeline is subject to planning coming back and giving us approval.
Normally from the start, we're looking at 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair.
Councillor Madison?
Yes, Chair, just reference to what Councillor Darks has just said. I think it's important that we as a town council should have a breakdown of the costs of producing all of these reports, and I would ask that that be provided to the council. Additionally, it is a few years now since the skate park was targeted to start. Are we convinced that we still have the numbers of people that will be interested in use of the skate park? And isn't it appropriate that we should actually get an update on that one?
Councillor Madison, with regard to the position, these three conditions are subject to us getting the planning permission, and they're not nice to have, they're a must have.
Yes, I have asked if we can have a report back that details the costing of that. I don't think it's appropriate that we as a council should be given information without a proper costing, and that's what I'm asking for.
Through you, Chair. Yeah, that's not a problem. I'm happy to bring a further report back once we close to the time and give you a more detailed explanation on finances and the budget position.
And the other issue was, isn't it appropriate due to the time lapse with this that we do get an update that there is still the interest in the skate park before we actually put a spade to soil?
Well, from my personal knowledge, there's a lot of the dogs in this town are highly skateboard work as well as the youth. It's not a thing that has subsided over recent years.
Through you, Chair, I think to go out to such a consultation exercise at this stage would be very time consuming and very costly. And is that really what the council want to do?
I'm just making reference to the long delay when this was first initiated.
Through you, Chair, it was initiated a long time ago. However, the most recent consultations taken place in the last 18 to 24 months. I think the information that we have at this moment in time is as relevant and as current as we possibly can.
Next on the agenda is the Pickweir consultation results. Members are asked to consider the report of the interim Town Clerk on this issue.
Yeah, through you, Chair, the purpose is to provide members of the results of the Pickweir consultation exercise. Members will receive the Pickweir proposal to erect on one of the town's roundabouts. The Town Council went out to consultation to ask whether they'd like to see the Town Council erect a pit wheel. The responses are that we received 473 responses, of which 17 were in favour and 456 were against. We do have the detailed comment sheets that are available for members should they wish to see them through the PA. Members should note that there was an advert placed with the wrong photograph on, which was a mistake of Spennymoor, and that was rerun at no cost to the council. The proposals are that the council publish the findings of the consultation both on its website and in the local media where the consultation was undertaken to inform the public of the results, and members consider the results of the consultation and form a decision as to whether to commence with the project by commissioning a full feasibility study or not.
Councillor Gowda.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. When we first brought this project to the committee, we decided that we'd go down the public consultation route due to the high projected cost, the high estimated cost of the project as a whole, and to get a more detailed plan of £6,500. So I think it was important that we took the step that we did and go out to see if there was the public appetite for this first. We've had quite a clear position there from the public, come back from the consultation, 96% no. I think it will be wrong of this council and this committee to go against that consultation. It's pleasing, of course, to say that the council have already done some work around mining heritage in the past and will continue to support our mining heritage with housing the Durham Mining Museum in the Town Hall and with projects such as the pit tubs in Jubilee Park. And I think this would have been a nice addition to that, both with the high cost and the public opinion the way it is. I think the right thing to do is to listen to the public, and so I'll move that we do not progress with this project.
Councillor Madison.
Mr. Chair, under item 4.1 proposals, where we talk about the local media, I presume this is the likes of the Spennymoor and not further afield than the Spennymoor.
That's correct. Through you, Chair, that's correct.
We've had a proposal, proposed and seconded. Are all members in agreement that we take this project on the file? Please. Thank you for that. Item 7 on the agenda is landed private green. This was some land that was near this property. We was inquiring about purchasing. Now we've heard the report of the facilities.
Yeah, through you, Chair. The purpose of the report for members to decide if they would be willing to sell plot 23 advice green allotments following the request purchased by the allotment holder. It was previously brought to the Council's attention through H&H Land and Property that the both plot holder would like to purchase the allotment. There was a site meeting took place with a number of members present, and the H&H were also present. The view of the members of the attendance was that the matter should come back to the Council to make a collective decision on the matter. As the Council hold a number of similar pieces of land stroke allotments across the parish, for the Council to agree to sell on this occasion with the second President for any future applications. A report in July 2016, the members informed them of the above and it had been deferred to enable the interim Town Clerk to obtain further information from the H&H regarding any clawback arrangements that may be in place, together with the potential value of the land should members elect to sell. The current position is that that information is being supplied by the H&H and it's available for members as appendix here. The proposal is that the Council reject the application to purchase, and the recommendations are that members agree to reject the request to purchase and that we write to H&H informing them of the Council's decision.
Councillor Gilder.
Thank you, Chairman. Yeah, we had this at the previous meeting. Indeed, we've had a site meeting of quite a number of councillors down the Bias Green to consider this issue. It was the unanimous view of that site meeting at the time that we reject the proposal, and considering we've now got the full advice from David Quayle, I think that's a reasonable proposal in the report, and so I'll move the recommendations as written.
We've had a... No, sir. Councillor Dart.
Yeah, just personally, I'm disappointed. I've seen the report, and one key issue to me on the site visit which I was at was that Mr. Quayle said that the person who had applied for the chilies on behalf was actually a builder, and that was the key issue in my decision to sort of turn it down. It's a shame we haven't included that in the written report of this previous chair. Thank you.
Thank you for them comments, Councillor Dart. Councillor Madison.
Yes, Chair. The recommendation does ask that the Town Clerk write to H&H in informing them of the Council's decision. Is there any reason why we can't go directly to the person who actually wants it and save the cost by doing that?
From my personal perspective, we were contacted through the good officers of H&A, and it would be prudent to report to them as a matter of good manners and manners, Councillor Wilson.
Yeah, you've original request that came in was from H&H, who had been contacted by another agent on behalf of, as Councillor Darks has directly mentioned, the private purchaser. So the request of the council's come from H&H, so out of courtesy, it would be courteous to go back to them and say that the council are not willing to on this occasion.
Is there a charge for them directing this information
No.
on?
So are everybody happy that we, with the proposal? Could you show hands, please? Thank you for that, councillors. Item 9 on your agenda. Actually, item 8 on the agenda. Position regarding vacant allotments. Well, from the chair, I would like to defer this issue until we have further clarification on some of the points raised in it. I'm going to give my authority to defer this to the chair. Moving on to item 9, likewise with this we've got a two-line statement here, and I, for one, am not clear of what this lady is looking for, the new location for a school walking to. So, in the interest of clarity, I'm looking to for this lady to provide us with more information. I'm not sure exactly what she's looking for. And the two-line statement gives me very little close to